So this month has been flying by. I can't believe we're already halfway through the month. It is insane. So today is going to be a night look, and I'm sorry for all the darkness that's happening in here. It has been crazy, and yeah. So yes, let's get back to it. So this is going to be an evening look for those of you that wear glasses. Obviously this entire month has been dedicated to those who wear glasses. I've told my story. It is no different than yours. I used to be that person. Now I wear contacts and I love it. But if you still wear corrective lenses, this look is going to be great for you. So this is going to be the evening look. This is the look you take for your night out. You can use this for special events, and I'm even going to do a full on highlight and contour look for this particular look in general. Just so you can see it all, the magic put together. I think it's going to be absolutely beautiful. It's going to be sexy. It's going to turn up the heat, and it's still going to be like really great for fall. So even if you don't use it right now, you can definitely put it in your back pocket and definitely use it later. So it's going to be very, very smoky eye, and I think it should be great for anyone who wears corrective lenses. It should be easy enough to accomplish and yet still give you that fire look. Today's feature for the week is going to be the Benefit Cosmetics Give Me Brow. So as you normally see, I usually do the NYX, but this is where it started. I really love it. I love how like small little brushes, so it's good for any kind of brow. I feel like if you have thicker brows, a bigger brush is usually better because it can comb through easier. But I mean, this is not bad either. I really like it. I love that they have a kind of a good variety of shades that you can kind of fit into where you need to, and it's super easy to use. You can use it with an additional like pencil. You could just use it by itself. It's so easy. You can easily just make your brows look so natural, or you can make them really nice. Either one, this is a great product, and I highly recommend getting it. It's super cute, and I think it's great. It's very long lasting, and if you do make a mistake, it's so much easier to correct versus my NYX one. I make a mistake, it's a nightmare to correct. It does not remove easy from anything else. So that's another thing why I really like this product. So that's my feature for the week, and let's get started. So I have nothing on my face other than moisturizer, so we're starting from the beginning, and you're going to see full on what I have to do an evening look. So let's get started.
Alright, so starting with my Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer, I'm just going to put that all over my face and then move on to my foundation. Alright, moving on to my foundation. This is the Nars Velvet Matte Skin Tint with the SPF 30. And I'm just going to pat that all in, all over my face. And then I'm going to take a nice flat top brush, spray it down with some MAC Fix Plus, and then begin to work this foundation into my skin. Alright, so our foundation's on. Now we are moving on to our eyes. So taking the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer, I'm going to take a little bit and put that on the middle of my fingers and just begin to lightly dab it all over my eyelid, making sure not to get it on my lower eyelid. Alright, so taking the CrownPro Fuego palette, I'm going to take this nice brick brown, and with a nice flat brush, I'm going to pack that all over the crease and below. So we're packing this on the eyelid, not going beyond the crease. And I'm doing such a great job of my own directions because it's all over the place. We're going to continue doing this and packing it nice and thick right on to our eyelid. Remember, just try and keep it below the crease. It makes cleanup so much easier. Okay, so next I'm going to move on to this beautiful burgundy color with the same brush. I'm just going to pack it all over where we just put that brick brown. Again, try not to surpass your crease. It becomes very, very hard to remove this color when you're trying to add something else. So continue packing it on until we have a nice, good, deep color. And then we will move on to our next eyeshadow, which will be the nice dark brown, and we'll again put it into the same place that we've been putting all the rest of our eyeshadows. So as you can see, I'm kind of being a little reckless as I'm packing this eyeshadow on. If you're not used to knowing how to fix your mistakes, I highly recommend going small and keeping it below the crease. But since I already know that I'm going to end up kind of cleaning this up and minimizing all the excess, I'm just going to continue on and I'll be able to fix it later. But again, I do stress, if you don't feel confident that you can fix the disaster that looks like it's happening, again, start small. So we are moving on to the blending process. So I'm just going to blend that all in and minimize all that color that's in my crease. Again, I don't want it to be so defined in my crease. I want to keep that smokiness and that dark intensity below. So I'm going to keep blending it out before I move on to my highlight. So another quick tip, I'm also between my blending, I'm also cleaning off my blending brush as well, just to continue wiping away some of that color away from my crease and not spreading it more and more throughout my eyelid. I'm also going to take a little bit of that dark brown and add it to my lower eyelid with a flat brush that I've been using. So doesn't this look like a disaster? So I'm just going to take a little bit more of that dark brown and add it to my lid again, just to kind of keep that intensity. And then we're going to kind of clean it up. So I'm not too worried about how it's looking right now because again, we still have the whole contouring process to worry about. So taking a new clean flat brush, I'm going to take this shimmery cream beige color, and I'm just going to add that all to the arch of my brow. And I'm going to bring it down to the crease and slowly begin to work away all that dark color away from the crease. Okay, so cleaning off my blending brush, I'm going to blend these two colors out and making sure that it's a very smooth transition. And of course, cleaning in between my uses. Okay, so going back to that cream shade again, I'm going to continue adding that to the upper part of my eyelid, the crease, and of course the arch of my brow. And again, touching the dark brown eyeshadow again and continue to blend it until I feel like there's a proper balance between these colors. I'm also going to add one more shade from the Alamar Palette. It is La Costa, and with an angle brush, I'm going to take some of this color and I'm going to put that right into my crease. And I'm just kind of gently going over back and forth just to really get that intensity of that shimmer and highlight into the crease, but not so much that it spreads all over, and then of course blending it out. Okay, so to wrap up this process, I'm going to go in with a smudge brush and I'm going to take the color La Costa and I'm just going to put that directly into my crease and create this almost like line shimmer to kind of define the crease from the eyelid and the rest of my highlight, and then go in with an angle brush to blend it all out, and of course making sure to maintain the highlight above. Just continue blending and blending before we move on to our next step. So the point of this is to again maintain the balance to create that to keep that smokiness, but yet create a beautiful shimmer up top. So moving on, we're going to take another smudge brush, and I'm actually going to take this beautiful almost wine shimmer color. I'm just going to add that to my lower eyelid. Don't be afraid to pack it on. We really want this color to pop out. So I'm just going to continue going back and forth, and now with the same dark brown, just retouch up my eyelid, kind of get rid of some of that shimmer that was taken down. I'm just adding a little bit to that. Again, we don't want to lose that smokiness. Okay, and so with another smudge brush, I'm going to take this beautiful shimmer red. I'm going to add that to the inner corner of my eyes. Create a nice, vibrant sparkle on the inner corner. Okay, so the look is slowly coming together. Now we're going to use the Makeup Forever Aqua eyeliner in black, and I'm just going to line my waterline and get a nice deep color happening in the bottom. Then we're going to move on to the upper eyelid with Kat Von D's Tattoo Liner in Trooper Black. And I'm just going to create a nice wingtip along with lining my lash line. Okay, so we are almost done. I know it looks kind of like a hot mess, but it definitely is not. It is just definitely a lot going on. So the point is to have a very nice contrast between the dark and the light. And once you put your, once you do your lashes or put your falsies on, it's really gonna come together. And of course, once we do our face, it's really gonna pop. Right now it's just a little off, but that's okay, it's fine. Just fix it up a little bit here. It's just that these colors are so dark, so they are very hard to work with at sometimes. But this definitely is a nice smoky look.
feel like I'm missing patches here, but that's alright. We'll touch it up later. So I'm gonna go and put on my falsies now, and then we will get to the rest of our face and start completing the look and make this all come together. I will be right back. And we are back. So all I did was put on some falsies, and I did add a little liner. So I did add a wingtip and then a little bit more of the eyeliner pencil to my under eye, just to kind of deepen the look so you can tell how intense it is. And I did kind of like reshape a little bit of this and blend it out, so it just looks a little bit more smooth and way better than it was looking before. It was definitely a little bit of a hot mess, but this is kind of the little thing that comes with this specific look. So what I do recommend is that if you're not very skilled with dealing with dark colors, little bits at a time works the best. So for me, I feel like it's awesome if you just stay below the crease. You'll notice that you'll probably fill in the crease a little bit, but it'll be easier to fix it and not go beyond it. So here I did really want to kind of deepen the crease a little bit more without sacrificing the highlight that I'm trying to do. So again, this is very, very intense. It is great for nighttime. This is exactly what you want. This is a very like sexy eye. We are feeling it. We are feeling ourselves, and I'm here for it. This is, again, we need to look like this every once in a while, and it just needs to be like hot, and you need to feel hot. The lashes that I have on are the Ardell ones, and they are my Fauxmink 810. I really like them. I love how wispy they are, and they feel so comfortable on. I'm a big fan of Ardell, obviously, but yeah, I totally digress. And now it's time to do our face. So this is the full contour and highlight. We're going to use the concealers, we are going to use the powders, and we are going to do our face. So let's get started.
So as you can tell, I definitely had to put on something to kind of, one, keep my hair back, and because I'm doing a lot with my face, I didn't want to get any of the concealer or powders in my hair. So starting with the SedonaLace concealer palette, I'm going to be using the 3 darker shades and a nice flat foundation brush. And I'm just going to be taking a mixture of 3 different shades of those 3 shades I pointed out, and begin to contour all the points that are shadows on my face, and everywhere where I don't want light to reflect off of. So shaping my nose, obviously I did my forehead. I'm really making sure that we're really shaping our face in a good way. So obviously define the jawline. I'm going to also do my chin, and I'm going to also enhance my Cupid's bow along with my lower lip. So again, these are all tips to really make something more apparent than it would normally be. And then now we're moving on to our highlight. So I'm using the Tarte Creaseless Concealer, and I believe medium. I'm just taking a little bit, and with a small little concealer brush, I'm just dabbing that in there, and I'm going to start with my under eye area and then move on to my nose, my forehead, just above my jawline, and my chin. So again, these are the points that I want the light to actually hit. I really want it to reflect off these spaces and really enhance that brightness in these specific places. Okay, so now we are ready to blend out. So with a damp beauty blender, I'm just going to start with my highlight and then move on to my contour. Making sure everything fully blends in and that it looks completely way more subtle than what it does look now. So it's looking all nice and pretty. Now it's time to set it. So I'm starting with the LA Girl Pro Powder. This is the HD setting powder, and I'm just going to take another damp beauty blender and I'm going to add that to all the highlighted areas and then move on to our contour. Okay, so for the contour, we're going to take the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and with my kabuki brush, I'm going to go over the parts that I already have contoured. So it should make it so much easier to kind of define all these points because we already have it laid out. Then I'm just going to blend it all out with an angle brush and also a small little flat brush as well. Okay, so now I'm going to take a nice big fluffy brush and I'm just going to go over the parts that I highlight and as well as contour and just make sure that it all officially blends in and remove all excess powders. So what I love about this is that it all just blends it all in together. It just makes it a nice, beautiful, flawless look across the entire face. Alright, so now it's time for our brows. So going in with my Anastasia of Beverly Hills Brow Definer in Ebony. I'm going to use the spoolie at the end to brush them up, then the other end to shape them out. So I really like this particular product because it's angled and it makes it so much easier to line out my brows and really get them nice and fiercely shaped the way I want to. And then after that I will follow it up with Benefit Give Me Brow Gel, and yeah, our brows should be good to go. Alright, so our brows are looking super awesome as usual. I am loving this. This combo of products look absolutely gorgeous. So going back to the CrownPro palette, I'm going to take my smudge brush and take that beautiful wine, shimmer wine again, and just retouch up my lower eyelid on both sides because some of that color was lost when I was putting on my concealer. So we're just making sure that that continues to pop out. I'm also going to go back in with another smudge brush and take that beautiful shimmer red and add it to the inner corner of my eyes. Again, we want to keep all this vibrancy of color as well as the smokiness. I'm also going to go in with my flat brush and take that beautiful shimmery beige cream color and just retouch up the arch of my brow to keep that nice, great highlight in there. So taking this Too Faced Sun Bunny, I'm going to add a nice little shimmer to, well, bronzing shimmer to my contour. So I'm just lightly adding it to my cheekbones only, as you can see, and then we will move on to our highlight. So using the Pure Sculptor palette, I'm going to take the highlighter Trailblazer, and with a nice fluffy brush, I'm just going to add that to the space between my cheeks and my eyes and create a nice V up. And again, don't be shy with this. This is our evening look, so be bold and get your highlighter on. Also going to take a little bit, add it to the center of my nose and to the Cupid's bow. Alright, so now it's time for our blush. So taking the Nars Blush-Orgasm, I'm going to use a beautiful fluffy highlighter tapered brush and just going to put that all over the apples of my cheeks and making sure that it blends in with my contour. It's coming out so beautifully. I love it.
Okay, so we are almost done and it is coming out so beautifully. I'm loving this intensity. I'm loving this dark smoky eye. I think it's really great for a night look, and now we're going to really turn it up with a nice bold red lip. And this is actually by Anastasia. It is the liquid lipstick in Seraphine. Pretty sure I'm saying it right. And this is this gorgeous deep red color that we have here. Nice deep wine almost. Got a little bit of a purple tone. It's got more of a brick tone. So it's really gonna turn it up. Again, with these lipsticks, go slow, build it one step at a time. And I'm actually gonna take this off because I think we're good now. We are set. Look how gorgeous this is. I can't get over it. It is so beautiful. It's perfect for fall, and it's definitely perfect for your night out. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I am so in love. I think it's really beautiful. Again, this is not for a day. I don't recommend this doing it for a day look. It's going to be really out there and you are going to stand out, and probably not in a positive way. So I would say this for the nighttime, but this is going to be a great look to turn up or just your girls' night out or a date night or an actual event. I think this is really great to pair with any kind of fall outfit that you have or beautiful gown. I think these would go really well with the gowns that are coming out. And yeah, I am super in love with it. It's so exotic, it's so bold, and it's one of those things that makes a statement, and I'm all for making statements. So again, I really hope you guys found this helpful. I know it's kind of a lot, and it's really for the daring, but again, this is a look that is meant to really make you pop And I'm missing my final accessory. I can't believe that I'm not putting it on here. So finally, again, I am missing the glasses as usual. So there we go. I know I'm completely reflecting, but again, this look looks great with glasses as well. I'm gonna pull them off because I'm super reflecting right now. But this is it. It's fire. I really like it. I think it's really awesome. It's your choice if you want to add mascara to your lower lashes. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I didn't this time, but it's really at your discretion if you really want your lower lashes to kind of have a little bit more say. If not, I mean, this is fine too. No one's really gonna notice in the long run. But this is the end of my look. Give me a thumbs up if you found it really helpful. Don't forget to subscribe and always follow me on Themakeupphase. I'm putting all kinds of fun things, fun quotes, and I always love your feedback. So bye my loves. Have a great week. Slay the game. Any other thing I could ever say? Bye babes. Mwah.